in every day, there are 1,440 minutes. That means you have 1,440 daily opportunities to make a positive impact. Virtually nothing is impossible as long as you set your mind to it with a positive attitude, of course. Now, you know what they say. They say we always like saving the best for last, and it's the last day of the week and we're prepared, especially prepared for a special show just for you. This is Wake Up Nigeria and my name is Titilayo Onyinson. Hopefully you know this already, but along this 3-hour journey you should stream with us. That's on tvcentertainment.tv and on Facebook Live at TVC Connect. You can also connect with us by sending in comments. Use our hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC for all social media platforms. Hopefully you know this as well. Our app is available for download right now. Just visit any Android or iOS store as soon as you can and make sure that app is on all your mobile devices so you can watch this amazing show and so many other great shows on TVC from anywhere in the world. We have an amazing lineup for you, and I have a feeling you're gonna have as much fun as we are. First on our lineup today, we have a musical performance from Afro-pop artist Mirage.
The middle of the center, waiting I see. Come they make me the mental. DJ play.
So Eminem was at the Celeb Beauty Clinic recently for a body sculpting experience. You need to make sure you stay tuned for that one. And for all the sports lovers, we have a review and preview of the big games all around the world. You don't want to miss out on this. For a perfect blend of culture and modern fashion, stick around for LFJ, Love from Jules. She'll be coming around with some very unique designs. You can't help but love our fashion segment. And after that, of course, we have more music. This time we have music coming from multi-talented singer, rapper, and dancer, DK.
I say now everything roll. Everything cool now, everything smooth. Everything fresh now, see my new shoes. The way we dey move, I know you feeling the cruise. The way we dey move, I know you feeling the cruise.
And later on the show, we have brand influencer, actor, and videographer, Cindy Okafor. Now, she's going to be here for a chat, and you might remember her from the recently concluded Big Brother Naija. Now, she has some splendid pictures.
As in, you just wonder how she made out. Well, she probably has enough time to take all those photos.
No, but even then, the styling, the photography looks
that's
so
a lot
nice.
of work.
Yes, so as in, Ishe. But I almost forgot to say something. It's game day! Yes, every Friday on Wake Up Nigeria, we have a game segment towards the end of the show. And it's actually a lot of fun, and a lot of people look forward to it. So I've actually seen a picture of some people that came together and started playing the blindfold relay race at home. And I found it hilarious. And I have a feeling some of our games are getting into people's, getting into their dockets for games that they're going to play with their family members. Today's going to be a really interesting one. So hopefully you'll be tuned in for that. But Mary, how's the week been so far?
Well, it's been a very emotional week.
For real?
For me, a lot of things happened during the week. It's been very busy for me, and I'm just glad it's over. Yeah, I just want to move on.
Some TGIF things.
Yeah, well, if you could call it TGIF, but I'm just in a chill mode.
I feel like
a lot of things
everybody has just accepted the way their bank account looks in January. In January, it doesn't look very, entertaining when you just look into your alerts. Like, wait, You're now picking and choosing, which account should I, take something small from? Like you're just thinking about getting through the month for most people. I got a shopping list yesterday from the twins' nanny, and I was like, wait, what's today's date? Why am I buying this thing?
Today is day 51. I've been saying it from the beginning of January. January has 93 days.
Oh, goodness
So
me.
we are only 51 days into January. Yeah, we still have about 23 days to go. So I'm sure everybody will be fine.
Calculations.
Yeah.
It's just about getting through it. We're almost there, people. We're almost there. Don't worry. But there's something else, though. The kids are getting into the groove of school. So mine, during the holidays, we took them to, the beach. We really hung out a lot. And then as soon as it was time for school, they were like, so when can we go back to the beach again? I was like, no more fun and games. This is January, back to school, back to work. And they've really hunkered down. And
all these things remind you of your childhood where your parents give you so much, but you get so used to it, you forget to say thank you. You forget to realize that they are going out of their way to do it. They don't have to. It's the truth. So many parents are going through a lot, and yet they still find a way to squeeze out those funds to give their children a good time. Whether or not your parents can, just be thankful. It's not easy.
Be very grateful.
It is not easy. Parents are going through a lot.
And before Mary goes into a motivational seminar,
it's true. It's Friday.
We
no
have
motivational
to
stuff
go
going on.
to the news update now. Sarah, it's all yours.
All right, let's take a look at the news updates at this time. President Muhammadu Buhari has departed Abuja for London to participate in the inaugural UK-Africa Investment Summit. The summit, which holds on the 20th of January, is expected to bring together African leaders, international business chief executives, and heads of international organizations to create new partnerships that will deliver more investments to African countries and the United Kingdom. Issues of sustainable finance and infrastructure, trade and investment, future African growth sectors, and clean energy and climate are expected to dominate presentations and discussions during the summit. President Buhari will hold a meeting with the head of the Commonwealth, Prince Charles, in Glasgow, Scotland, and also have bilateral meetings with the UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson, as well as heads of multilateral organizations. He is expected back in Abuja next Thursday. An accident has claimed the lives of 9 persons along the Ijebu-Ode-Shagamu Road in Ogun State. They were burned alive as a commercial bus they were traveling in caught fire while in motion. The sector commander, Federal Road Safety Corps in Ogun State, Clement Oladele, confirmed the incident. He says the vehicle was carrying 19 passengers. Mr. Oladele added that 3 persons sustained varying degrees of injuries, while some others were rescued from the raging inferno. Security matters now. Egypt's ambassador to Nigeria has met with the Chief of Army Staff at the Army headquarters in Abuja to discuss military cooperations. Both countries have long-standing economic and cultural relations, and now cooperation in the fight against terrorism is on the table. Lieutenant General Tukur Buratai notes that the leading role Egypt has played in fighting terrorism in the Sahel, Sahara, and he also noted that this will bring benefits to Nigeria.
Strengthen relations between our countries, and especially in the military field, of course, and to extend all the helping and assistance that we can do in the spirit of partnership between the two big countries, African countries.
Issue of terrorism globally and within our continent especially. And of course, we'll be able to synergize to be able to contain the emerging threats to our continent. Just like Egypt and Nigeria were all part of the censored Committee of Nations on the fight against terrorism and extremism.
The Lagos State government has introduced an initiative in public primary schools tagged EcoExcel. EcoExcel, which stands for Excellence in Child Education and Learning, aims to enhance teachers' effectiveness using enabled technology devices. The Lagos State Universal Basic Education Board is appealing to parents to ensure their children maximize the benefits of the program. Chairman of the board, Wahab Alawiye King says this will enhance pupils' learning outcome at the primary school level. Well, there are indications that the increase in the rate of the value-added tax as spelled out in the finance law will lead to a hike in airfares as well as prices of new and used vehicles. A new VAT rate of 7.5% has become effective with the signing of the Finance Act by the President. It was raised by 2.5% from 5% previously charged, and experts and operators in the aviation and automobile sectors say air travelers and buyers of vehicles should be prepared to pay more for airfares and automobiles. Well, Governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has announced a minor cabinet reshuffle with the appointment of 3 new members. A statement by the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Boyega Akoshile, says the Governor moved 3 commissioners around while 2 special advisors have been assigned new roles as commissioners. Affected commissioners and their new portfolios are Commissioner for Special Duties, Wale Ahmed, who has now been moved to Local Government and Community Affairs, Yetunde Arobieke, formerly Commissioner for Local Government and Community Affairs, now moved to the Ministry of Wealth Creation and Employment. Also, Uzamat Akimbile Yusuf has been moved from the Ministry of Home Affairs to the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture. 2 former special advisors, Anofiu Elegushi and Kabiru Ahmed, are now assigned to the Ministries of Home Affairs and Waterfront Infrastructure as Honorable Commissioners, respectively. The Governor also announced portfolios of the new cabinet members. They are Tayo Bangboshi Martins, Commissioner Designate, Special Duties, Oyeride Olugbenga Olarewaju, Special Advisor Designate, Central Business District, and Ayuba Ganiu Adele, Special Advisor Designate, Urban Development. Mr. Sanwo-Olu, however, sacked the Commissioner for Tourism, Olufunke Adebolu, whose name is missing on the list. According to the Governor, the new appointments and redeployments are intended to create a new energy for continued delivery of values to the government of Lagos and provision of service to millions of Lagosians. Well, that's the news update for this hour. It's time to let you know what the weather will look like today.
It's time for us to take a look at what's happening in the papers this morning. And it says very, as quickly as possible, it says NBA faults AGF. Fayemi says security agencies partnered governors on Amotekun. Don't be too legalistic about security of lives, property, lawyers tell Malami. IPOB will support operation with 1 million Biafrans, says Nnamdi Kanu. Now, it also has a photo story here, which has a lot to do with the NMA protests attacks on medical personnel. Sanwo-Olu drops commissioner, appoints 3 others. Page 41 has more on that. Meanwhile, investors lobby PFAs as pension assets hit 9.8 trillion naira. Right at the top of the page here, it says implementation of 7.5% VAT will start February 1st, according to the federal government. Zamfara bandits kill 31 in fresh attacks, steal food. Supreme Court, heavily compromised, has lost credibility, say PDP. Again, Buhari flies to the UK, begins 6-day trip today. Just beside the masthead there, it says UK renews bid to confiscate 117 million pounds Ibori loot. Goodness me, that's a large number. PDP holds emergency EXCO council meeting today. And that's how we wrap it up on the cover of the Punch.
All right, moving on to the Nation newspaper. This says, Fayemi Amotekun aligns with Buhari's security vision. There is room for operational change. Talks on over controversy, says Akonde. Up here, we see Makinde betrayed us, say Ibadan Obas. Ladoja, others sued. 9 burnt to death in Shagamu crash. Bandits killed 28 in Zamfara. 7.5% VAT takes off February 1, says Minister. AGF got it wrong. Supreme Court's verdict on Hiediora irreversible, say Agbakoba, others. PDP seeks review of judgment. Party summons emergency NEC meeting. Here we see ex-Kwara Governor Ahmed left 7 months unpaid salary. That's probably an article, expose perhaps. Buhari tips Obiora for CBN Deputy Governor. Sanwo-Olu reshuffles EXCO. And finally, this one will interest many Nigerians. Alternative fuel at 97 naira per litre coming. PIB for passage in May. And here's a protest by members of Nigerian Medical Association in Abuja, protesting violence against health workers in Abuja. All of these stories and more, of course, in the Nation newspaper.
Okay, but that's all we can take on the headlines for now. We'll take some more paper headlines in the second hour. We have to take a quick break, and we'll be back.
Here we go. It is time for Lagos traffic updates on Wake Up Nigeria. We're about to give tips on the best routes for you this morning to get to your destination faster. Now, as always, we encourage that you help other road users by dropping relevant traffic situation reports on all our social media pages using the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. If you happen to live next to a major road, you could just look out your window now and just tell us what the traffic situation is. You don't know who you might be saving a lot of stress with that information. So we're looking forward to getting some of those from you, okay? I know I usually start from the Ileopo axis, but today I'm starting from a totally different angle, okay? We're going to start off from motorways heading to Obalinde. So if you happen to find yourself on that axis right now, let me let you know what the traffic situation is. As it is, if you're driving, so whenever I give estimated time, I'm not giving estimated time for those who are boarding buses, because we know buses can stop at 25 bus stops before you get to your destination. So in case you're driving, that's what the time is for you, okay? All right, so as it is, if you're driving, it will take you a maximum of 55 minutes to get to Obalende under bridge from motorways, okay? As it is, the red areas to look out for is mostly pockets of traffic from motorways all the way till halfway on the bridge. So it's freeway, pockets of traffic here and there. But as soon as you get past as soon as you get past the Unilag area of the 3rd Mainland Bridge, the traffic begins. That's the gridlock, and the gridlock will take you all the way off the bridge. So it is really good on the bridge this morning. The traffic doesn't start until after the Unilag access, okay? And then after the gridlock, it's then light traffic as soon as you get off the bridge till you get to Obalinde. So as I said, prepare yourself 55 minutes if you're driving, and I'm sure you'll be there safe and sound. I'm sure you guys have updates for me. Kilon Shele, what's up?
Yeah, so the only update I can see as of right now is from 4 minutes ago, talking about slow movement on Western Avenue. That's basically Surulere. That's the road that goes past the stadium. And according to them, it's a truck's movement that is causing it. That's from Traffic Chief on Twitter. I'm not sure if Mike has any.
No, not at the moment.
Not right now?
Okay, let me take a look at another axis. Perhaps more updates will come. You could also check the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC for contributors as well. Okay, so Abule Egba bus stop. Yes, I'm going further past the Ileopo bus stop. Abule Egba bus stop to Mushin bus stop this morning. I'll tell you what the traffic situation is at the moment. As it is, it will take you about 57 minutes to get to your destination. So if you're driving from Abule Egba bus stop to Mushin bus stop, it will take you just about 57 minutes. Now, the 57 minutes is dependent on what route you choose to take, okay? So if you decide to pass you decide to pass the Guinness axis, that's when it will take you 57 minutes. But if you choose to pass the Dokpemu axis, then it will take you just about 47 minutes. So you would shave off 10 minutes if you decide to pass the expressway this morning. Surprising, right? Okay, so red areas to look out for. I'll just quickly tell you where to look out for. Iyanokpaja is one red area, but the traffic isn't so bad. The gridlock is really short, just about 5 minutes long. After Iyanokpaja, you would also have to look out for traffic at, yes, you'd also have to look out for traffic as you're approaching as you're approaching Idimangoro axis. That's another part you have to look out for traffic. And even just after Idimangoro, there's also a gridlock there. Another axis to look out for is the national axis, okay? And of course, approaching Oshodi, pockets of traffic, pockets of gridlock, that is. But mostly freeway and then pockets of light traffic as well. So those are just areas to look out for. When you get to those axes, be more patient than you would regularly be, okay? And as I always say, have consideration for all the road users, be at alert, and please stay awake. I know so many people are already having accidents this time because of exhaustion. Try to stay awake while driving by watching us, not while driving, maybe as a passenger, so you keep the driver awake. Oh, well, let me go join the guys in the kitchen.
Yes, should we call, what's the title for it? It's not sergeant, it's not constable, it's not, is it, how do you talk about the traffic chiefs like Mary? Which title do you give them? I don't know, man. It's just another level. Controller, traffic controller.
Controller general, something like that.
Don't worry, some stripes soon, stripes. But I've been trying to figure out what's happening online, and the first thing that popped out was Eminem.
Eminem. Oh my gosh, I almost said a bad one because there's this Eminem.
Yeah, so Eminem, I'm not sure what time it was released, but it was sometime in the last 24 hours, has released what could be either an EP or an album.
Music to be murdered?
Music to be murdered by. So I'm trying to think of it as a play on words because he's
very good
a
words,
lyricist.
yes.
But he also has an axe and a pistol in his hand on the cover. I'm not sure I'm connecting with that cover and the title, but maybe it was just for the buzz. I don't know, Mike, what's your take on that?
Okay, so I just took a look at it. And,
okay, so he's always had issues. You know? He's always had issues connecting and sharing, and he's most likely been in therapy quite a few times. But when you put on the cover of your, is it EP or album, a pistol to your head and an axe to your head, it's just that
image
much.
Actually looks very familiar. It looks like a representation of Alfred Hitchcock.
Yes, the movie.
Yes, you know that
director.
yes, the gun to your head and axe thing going on. Eminem is a very crazy guy. Weird, some people would refer to him as, yes. And he's also I don't know. Very mischievous, very troublesome. Quite a handful when you talk about music, especially rap music. So this is one to listen to. You never know what he's up to.
Exactly, but I know a lot of his fans have been waiting for him to put something out. It's been highly anticipated that he was going to put out something. But I would love it if he had just tagged it, enjoy, or here it is, here it is. He tags it on Twitter, it's your funeral. Like, really? Eminem, how dark is that? It's just a bit too dark.
Anything to push the numbers these days. You know, prior to this time, streaming was not, when Eminem was the vogue, right?
Yeah.
We didn't have, you didn't rate the artists by streaming and by the buzz on social media. So if somebody looks at streaming numbers and then looks at retweets as part of impact of an album. So definitely you want to do everything you can do to push.
That's not even the gist.
Okay.
Eminem on the side. Let's come to Nigeria.
Okay.
Peruzzi.
Okay.
Peruzzi was trending yesterday.
I'm not sure why.
Babe, it is a very long story. Now, everybody's waiting for Davido and Peruzzi's side of the story.
Okay.
But some guy came out. He says he's the CEO of Golden Boy Entertainment.
Okay.
And he says he owns Peruzzi. Apparently, Peruzzi was signed to his label.
Okay.
Then he met Davido.
Yeah.
Introduced the guy to Davido as his music director, not his label boss or owner.
Okay.
And then guess what? He just moved straight to DMW.
Okay.
And then in the DM conversation the guy shared between himself and Davido, when he was telling Davido that this guy is my artist, I'm the one supposed to be making money from him, not you and everything. Davido kept saying, I did not sign him, I'm just helping out a brother.
Oh, wow.
Which means that Peruzzi is not officially signed to DMW. And then the plot thickens with some voice notes the guy attached. And then it keeps going on and until now, as we speak. This thing literally broke the internet yesterday.
It's not been resolved.
Nothing has been said from Davido and Peruzzi about it.
Okay, so doesn't it feel a little like Davido has kind of already settled it by saying he's not, that I'm just helping a brother?
Yeah,
you know?
But you know something? You're just helping your brother, and I know this is what is upsetting the guy. Apparently, the hit we all know, which we all love, by Davido, Fire, was actually originally sung by Peruzzi on this guy's label. Peruzzi gave it to Davido without permission from his label.
Oh, wow.
Risky was originally sung by Peruzzi. So,
Goodness.
like, there's a lot going on. For now, it's still an unfolding story. So one cannot really say this or that is the situation. So for those who have probably been seeing Peruzzi trending on
that's
social
the
media,
reason.
that's why, because he allegedly belongs to Golden Boy Entertainment, and he hasn't been paying his dues.
Okay, so that...
Why did the guy wait up until now?
Apparently, it's actually been ongoing. It's for 2 years now. The guy showed that he'd been pursuing the matter, but the case is apparently in court, according to him. Wow. But he was already feeling depressed because it does seem like, the courts are not probably going to go in his favor due to influence and all. So he just had to come on social media to share receipts, so to speak.
Wow.
So
wow.
you know, music is when it comes to contracts and all of that. Look, when you want to be known, you say anything and sign anything. Do we have official papers?
Yeah, there are papers. The guy actually has papers with pictures. He posted the pictures as well.
Yeah, so it's a done deal then. You know, really until they'll sort it out themselves. Let them sort it out. I just hope that the influence of a certain set of fans and followers is not going to sway people's emotions. You know, because the truth is, being signed or not, being associated with Davido, even just with mouth, is already going to give Peruzzi a lot more opportunities. But then again, you're like, okay, so wish Peruzzi well in his career. You know, it's great for him to have people he's associated with that are helping him. So, you know, it's a double-edged sword, really. But hopefully they'll sort it out.
It's actually a perennial problem. It's not easy for someone to bring money from their pocket to sponsor somebody. And it's a business. I keep telling upcoming artists, forget the fact that you tell me they are cheating you. Can you do this on your own? No, you can't. So you need to pay your dues. It's like that in every aspect of life. You need to pay your dues.
Photo shoots, studio time, album covers.
Plug in alone.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. A lot is being invested in you. You should just do the right thing, really.
We have to take a quick break, but we'll be back after this.
Stay with us. Oh, the very top of the morning to you this beautiful Friday.
Yes, good morning. It's still your #1 breakfast show bringing you the best of TV entertainment.
That's That's right. Welcome to the second hour of the show. You know, we always love to share our mornings with you, so thank you so much for joining us. My name is Mary Bashua Alimi.
And I'm Titilayo Oyinson. We're live streaming at tvcentertainment.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect.
So send in your comments across our social media platforms using the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC.
We also have an app available for download for both Android and iOS. So get the app as soon as you can. This app allows you to watch us from anywhere in the world.
That's right. So while you're watching us wherever you might be, something interesting is happening. We have Chef V back in the kitchen with us.
Chef V,
how you doing today?
Hello guys, good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Fine.
I wonder what you have up your sleeves, but we just
yeah, he always has something tasty in mind. Chef V, interesting stuff always comes out of the kitchen when he's around.
That's right. Okay, so we'll head straight to the highlights. Now, was at the Celeb Beauty Clinic recently for a body sculpting experience. I need you to stay tuned for that one.
And for all you sport lovers, we have a review and preview of the big games all around the world. You don't want to miss out.
Now, for a perfect blend of culture and modern fashion, stick around for LFJ, that's Love from Jules, coming with some unique designs you can't help but love.
And after that, we have some more music coming from multi-talented singer, rapper, and dancer, DK.
I say now everything roll, everything cool now, everything smooth, everything fresh now, see my new shoes.
And later on the show, we will have a brand influencer, actor, and videographer, Cindy Okafor, join us for a chat.
And it's game day, people.
That's right.
It's game day. We have a really interesting game planned for today. Hopefully you at home can join us on that one. Yeah. So being Friday, during the December season, we're all like, okay, so what are you doing this weekend? But nobody's asking me that one for this January. Everybody's like, just go home and sleep.
Yeah, because it's expected that this December, all you're doing this weekend is sleep. This January rather. All you're doing is sleep, because who wants to go and be spending money? the month, see, it's, you know, initially it seemed like the year was going very fast, like this month will pass away. But this week, it's been taking baby steps. Like, I don't want to end. I don't want this.
Let's try it now, 17th now. January is trying.
Yeah.
17th to what we got now, 14 more days to go.
Yeah.
So, exactly two. It's trying. It's trying.
But so,
it's trying.
So now we did talk about this whole resolutions thing. Did you guys settle on what resolutions you were going to share?
Yeah, we never mentioned that resolutions, you know, that majority don't keep to their resolutions doesn't necessarily mean that you downplay it. Okay. For a lot of people, it works. For me, last year was good. I kept to it. I started this year. I didn't begin exactly at the beginning, but if it doesn't work for you, plan, resolution, semantics, whatever you want to call it. It's a time construct. It works for quite a lot of people. It doesn't work for you. That's your own.
Well, the most important thing, though, is resolution or not, let's just try to live our lives right. Yes, that's the most important thing this year.
And be kind to one another, everyone.
Yeah,
be
indeed.
kind.
All right.
Let's take the news update. Sarah, it's all yours.
All right, let's look at what is trending at this time. President Muhammadu Buhari has departed Abuja for London to participate in the inaugural UK-Africa Investment Summit. The summit, which holds on the 20th of January, is expected to bring together African leaders, international business chief executives, and heads of international organizations to create new partnerships that will deliver more investments to African countries and the United Kingdom. Issues of sustainable finance and infrastructure, trade and investment, future African growth sectors, and clean energy and climate are expected to dominate the presentations and discussions during the summit. President Buhari will hold a meeting with the head of the Commonwealth, Prince Charles, in Glasgow, Scotland, and also have bilateral meetings with the UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson, as well as heads of multilateral organizations. He is expected back in Abuja next Thursday. An accident has claimed the lives of 9 persons along the Ore-Ijebu-Ode Shagamu Road in Ogun State. They were burned alive after the commercial bus that they were traveling in caught fire on motion. The sector commander of Federal Road Safety Corps, Ogun State Command, Clement Oladile, confirmed the incident. He said the vehicle was carrying 19 passengers. Mr. Oladile added that 3 persons sustained varying degrees of injuries, while some others were rescued from the raging inferno. In Lagos State, the government has introduced an initiative in public primary schools tagged EcoExcel. EcoExcel, which stands for Excellence in Child Education and Learning, aims to enhance teachers' effectiveness using enabled technology devices. The Lagos State Universal Basic Education Board is appealing to parents to ensure their children maximize the benefit of the program. Chairman of the board, Wahab Alawiye King, says this will enhance pupils' learning outcome at the primary school level. Well, there are indications that the increase in the rate of the value-added tax, as spelled out in the finance law, will lead to a hike in airfares as well as prices of new and used vehicles. A new VAT rate of 7.5% has become effective with the signing of the Finance Act by President Muhammadu Buhari. It was raised by 2.5% from 5% previously charged. Experts and operators in the aviation and automobile sectors say air travelers and buyers of vehicles should be prepared to pay more for airfares and automobiles. Well, outside Nigeria, the impeachment trial of United States President Donald Trump has officially begun at the Senate. Democrats read the formal charges from the well of the U.S. Senate before swearing in 99 out of 100 senators as jurors. 7 legislators will prosecute the charges led by Representative Adam Schiff of the Intelligence Committee. This is the 3rd impeachment trial in the U.S. history, and it comes during an election year in which President Trump is seeking another term. Well, that's the news update for this hour. Stay tuned for the weather.
All right, you're welcome to the kitchen right here on Wake Up Nigeria. Chef Uncle V.
What's up, guys?
Is with us here.
Good morning.
And together we're preparing breakfast.
Yeah.
Now today's breakfast isn't your run-of-the-mill breakfast. It's something different from the norm. And Chef V will be telling us all about it. So what are we having for breakfast?
So today we're making crispy coconut chicken.
Crispy coconut chicken.
Yeah. And chickpea salad.
And chickpea salad.
Yeah, that's what we're making today.
As it is, we'll take a look at the ingredients, okay? One by one. While we'll also have it on our screen right now for crispy coconut chicken strips with chickpea salad. All right, so let's run through it.
So we have our eggs, we have our seeded tomatoes, we have our cornstarch, we have the seeded tomatoes. We have our cornstarch, we have our onion, cucumber, coconut flakes, we have our chicken breast, we have our chickpea, our lime juice, and we have our salt, cayenne pepper, and then we have our garlic, which is optional, and then we have our black pepper. Okay. Yeah.
So this has to be lime, or I could substitute for lemon?
Yeah, you can use any of that.
So it doesn't matter as long as there's the acid content
there.
Yeah,
exactly.
Okay. So we wait for the oil to heat, but what are we putting in the oil? I don't see anything ready.
Okay, so this is how we're going to start. We'll start by adding a bit of garlic to our cornstarch.
Okay. Now I see you've marinated this.
Yeah.
What did you put in the chicken?
Basically, what we'll have here is the same thing we'll have here. The cayenne pepper, salt, and garlic.
Okay.
Because
did you put black pepper?
Yeah, a bit of black pepper as well. So you want that to go into the chicken. So when you fry, you can still have that flavor.
Okay.
So
it's all about natural flavors as well. Okay.
A bit of salt.
Okay.
And then.
Now for this marinating, it has to take how many minutes?
You can do it overnight.
Overnight.
Yeah, you can do it for 30 minutes.
For 30 minutes. Okay, that's fine then.
So what we'll do is we'll mix this up.
Corn flour with garlic and salt.
Yeah.
What's the essence of the garlic?
Flavor.
Flavor.
Yeah.
Okay. Garlic does things to food, so flavor, 100%. I agree. Okay.
So this is what we'll do next.
Chicken.
Now we have to make sure we mix our egg.
Okay. Are we seasoning the eggs?
No, we're not.
Not necessarily.
No.
Okay. So we have 3 eggs there. Hopefully that will be enough for all the chicken. Okay.
Okay.
Now,
So-
some people would dip it in the egg before dipping in the flour. Does it really matter?
Now, the essence of dipping it here first is because when this sticks and you put it inside the egg makes it
Stay together.
Yeah, together.
Aha. Okay.
Yeah. So
Because I do both ways, but I've
Okay.
also observed that when you put it in the egg first, it helps this to stick better. But at the same time, it comes off easily.
easily. Oh.
But when you use this first, it stays. Aha! So chicken with the crunchy flavor of coconut.
Yeah.
Ha!
So
This is
we
one to
just
try.
Set that aside.
Uh-huh.
Another one. So you just keep doing this for all the chicken.
Hey! Nothing someone will not see. Oh. What's that stuff they say? Nothing Musa no
No
go see forget.
forget.
I wonder how that stuff started. Okay, so you see this? I'm
basically-
very sure it's going to taste heavenly.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
looks
it will.
really good
It will.
already.
It will.
I've never thought about it. Chicken and coconut.
It's crazy. It's
Wow,
crazy.
this can even form as a snack for children.
Yeah.
You know what? MM had an outing recently, and we really need to catch up with her. She had an experience on body sculpting, one that you will find very interesting. Let's go to her. Well, I experienced how this works. Maybe we'll try to do some myself.
As you all know, I just had a baby, and getting rid of all this belly fats accumulating, especially in this region, has been very burdensome and of course has been quite a struggle. So after doing some research, I found out that there's a new trend and it's called body sculpting using wood therapy. And today I'm about to explore this trend and see what it's about. So follow me. Good afternoon.
How are you doing?
I'm
Nice
fine.
to meet you. It's
Thank
MM,
you.
right?
Yes, MM.
You have an appointment for 12
Yes,
o'clock.
I do. Introducing you today to a new trend, guys. It's called body sculpting using wood therapy. And with me is esthetician Comfort. Hi.
Hello.
So this is a pretty new trend. Tell us about it.
Okay, so this is wood therapy.
Yeah.
It's used for body sculpting, body toning, and contouring. It used to be a big thing back then, like before the start of liposuction, surgeries, and all. This is what people used to use back in the days, but now it's a big thing again.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's used for a couple of things: body sculpting, cellulite removal, body contouring, basically.
What exactly is this called?
It's a wood.
Okay.
This is the wood that does the job.
Okay.
We have different types that comes in different shapes, different sizes that are used for different body parts. This one is used for larger body parts, body areas. For example, your stomach, your back rolls, and then the thighs. And then we have the smaller ones that are used for the arm areas, and then the feet, or even on the chin.
Oh, so this is not, so this just does, it doesn't just work only on the belly, it also
No,
works on
anywhere
the arms
you
and
have fats,
accumulated.
anywhere,
Oh.
the buttocks, anywhere,
Really?
yes. So body sculpting basically is if you have a particular issue with your body, if there's a place you want to reduce fat, or you just want to tone your body, this does it. The benefit is enormous. Number one, it helps break down fat, pockets of fat. Number two, it helps get rid of cellulite. People that have like dimple skins, this helps to get rid of that. And overall, it helps body circulation because when you have fats of pockets, this helps to break that down and your body eliminates it naturally.
Okay.
In fact, it can be compared to having a deep tissue massage.
Oh, okay.
That's just it.
Okay.
It's very safe, 100% safe, because number one, this is non-invasive. It's just basically outside. It's non-invasive, and as you can see, it doesn't hurt. It isn't the shapes. Yeah, that's where the trick is. We always advise whatever medium you're trying to use to get rid of your fat or whatever, we always advise that you embrace good eating habit. Okay. Just try to cut on your carbohydrates, your processed sugars, and you're good. Okay. There are no side effects whatsoever.
I feel different though. There's some sensation going on. Yeah. Going on in my tummy area.
See results in like 2 sessions.
Okay, 2 sessions.
But for a more defined permanent, yeah, you need about 6 to 8.
Okay, 6
sessions.
Yeah. Okay. So apparently my second session, I'm definitely going to see results, and I'm going to show off about it, people. Thank you so much, Comfort.
Thank you for coming.
See ya.
Welcome, it's Friday and it's our sports discussion this morning. I've got Emmanuel Akindubo in the house, sports TVC News, sports anchor, reporter, analyst, and journalist. It's great to have you. You're welcome, Emmanuel.
Mikey, good to be here. Good morning.
Good. So, yesterday, of course, Cristiano Ronaldo is in the news, even though it's supposed to be about the UEFA Team of the Year 2020, Definitely. Of course. But Cristiano Ronaldo is in the news because I don't know how UEFA decided to go for a 4-2-4 formation that would include Cristiano Ronaldo. And reportedly, they said that N'Golo Kante was dropped from that team to accommodate Cristiano Ronaldo.
With the year Cristiano Ronaldo has had, how would you feel if a UEFA Team of the Year was announced without Cristiano Ronaldo?
Did he have that
well,
good
I mean,
year?
UEFA, a source from UEFA actually explained the reason behind that. Ronaldo had a great year in the Serie A. He was the best player in the Serie A. It was, he did so well with Juve in the Champions League. I mean, scoring an hat-trick against Atletico, getting a goal against Ajax, getting them to the quarterfinal. He led Portugal to the Nations League, scoring 14 goals during the qualifiers to even become most international goal scorer. In Europe. So he's had a remarkable year, and it will be, very unfair that such a player not included in the team.
Okay, you know what happens now? Let's
so perhaps UEFA just why can't we switch this team? Why can't we have 4 attackers rather than just because the truth of the matter is this was voted by fans.
It was.
So most times this thing is just a popularity contest.
He had the 4th least votes.
He was number 4 on the forwards.
Yes. He was number 4. But you see, okay, now you know what happens now. For you to understand, let's take a look at that team of the year, and we'll continue the discussion.
The truth of the matter is this. Looking at that team, that's not a bad team.
It is not a bad team, but like I just mentioned, 4-2-4 is maybe if I'm looking for a goal, I'm 2 goals down.
Of course.
A goal down and then I bring in an attacker. It's not a standard. That is not how a standard team should look.
Any team could take any shape. You may
Very true.
There's no
Very
rule
true.
saying
there's
that
no
you can
rule.
play 5 defenders, you can play 4 attackers.
You can
There's
play
no
8 defenders safe.
So what happened is this. 2019 has been a remarkable year. This is a year that even Mohamed Salah, who has been one of the outstanding talents, was not even included.
Okay, but if it was 3 attackers were to use 4-3-3, who would you take out from 4?
If I'm going to take one person out.
Who would that person be?
That's a very tough one. But
because you can't take out Lewandowski.
I would take out Robert Lewandowski.
You would take out Lewandowski. So who would play your 9?
Of course, there's a Lionel Messi.
There's a Lionel Messi, so you play false 9 or something.
They have a Sadio Mane and Cristiano Ronaldo on the flanks.
Okay, why not Sadio Mane? Why didn't you think of taking out Sadio Mane?
I think Sadio Mane represents all that Liverpool have done this year.
Okay.
You can't take out the fact that they are the European champion, they are the world champions. They lost the Premier League by a whisker. He was a top scorer in the EPL. If you take out Liverpool, if you take out Sadio Mane, you make a mockery of everything Liverpool have done.
So Salah, Mohamed Salah, was it justified that he was not on that list?
It's just unfortunate that someone had to be there.
Someone, exactly. Who would he take off? I don't think he would take out anybody from that particular 4 now.
You mean from the Liverpool team?
No,
from the 4. I think I answered that. I said Robert Lewandowski.
What I mean is that Salah would not take any of those 4 out. All those 4 players, I feel like they had better years than Salah.
I think they had a better year with their team.
With their team, right?
And overall, what they've done with their team makes them, deserving.
Wonderful. Let's take a look at the midfield, and that is where the controversy came. You're just playing 2 midfielders. There is no defensive midfielder at the most. And in fact, I wouldn't call those 2 central midfielders. I'll call them offensive midfielders. Kevin De Bruyne and Frankie de Jong.
The truth of the matter is that football is determined by goals. So when you get the goals, what do you need a midfielder for? What do you need a defender for?
It's determined by goals. But we've seen Liverpool. Liverpool have won 15 matches this season by a 1-goal margin. That means that they had to be able to count on their defense to keep it up. So that brings us also to the defense. There's Andy Robertson, there's Virgil van Dijk, there is Matthias de Ligt, and of course Trent Alexander-Arnold. What do you think of that defense?
It's a no-brainer. The truth of the matter is, like I said earlier, Liverpool's outstanding success in 2019 was reflecting there. If there was any other person that could have broken into that team, perhaps it would have been maybe 1 or 2 players from, the Ajax. And of course, which Matthias de Ligt is representing, even though he's with UV at this point in time. So I think what we have there is enough quality. The fans voted this. This was not UEFA's making, apart from the formation, which they had to tweak to, adjust to the reality.
To accommodate.
But the fact is that these are what the fans wanted. These are the players the fans wanted.
No question with Alisson. Alisson is the #1 keeper for this year. There's no question with that. Okay, wonderful. That's UEFA Team of the Year. By the way, voted by fans, so it's not, there was no committee. Everybody came together to vote that team. All right, so moving on from the UEFA Team of the Year, the NPFL has been making some waves, and I must say, we've seen away wins like never before. In fact, was it yesterday, Dakar lost at home?
Yeah, to Nasarawa.
You know, I saw that fixture, and it was a no-brainer. People thought that, look, Dakar will take this match. Nasarawa FC were, of course, bottom of the table. We'll take a look at the league table just now. But do we say that the NPFL at this point is becoming a much more structured league?
The truth of the matter is that either way you want to look at it, I think the sanctions are working now. The LMC have reiterated their commitment to sanitize the league, albeit through the sanctions. Teams have been banished. A lot of huge fines have been imposed on them. And I think gradually teams are adjusting to the reality that this is a professional league. We cannot continue to do things. The fans are adjusting to the reality. What happened at the midweek between Kano Pillars and Katsina was a one-off. Because it's a northern derby, and we all know that derbies come with their own atmosphere. And when
we're expecting sanctions in them.
So I think the LMC have said they would investigate because the issue happened away from the stadium. So you wouldn't say whether it's really a football-related
incident,
or perhaps it's just a crowd trouble. So if it had happened in the stadium, then it could have been a different ball game entirely.
Right, Lobby Stars are on top of the table. Eyimba have been doing not so well. You know, quite surprising. Lobby Stars, like we saw on the table, are on top of the table. Is it surprising at this stage of the season that Lobby Stars are heading on top of the pile?
Lobby Stars have got quality. I mean, remember 2 seasons ago, they were almost champions, if not for the abrupt end of the season. And, of course, they got a ticket to play in the CAF Champions League at that point in time. They have that quality. They have that quality, and it's reflecting. Eyimba, I really cannot say what's wrong with Eyimba at this point in time.
It's
they had a change of coach. There were some instant results in the CAF Confederations Cup. And back home, they lost at home to Atlant. I think they will bounce back. I think they are going through a cycle. I think they will bounce back from this one. It's a setback, but I think they will come out good from this one.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. That's a great one there. And let's hope, I'm glad that we see more away wins. I mean, even an away win by 3 goals, that shows you that, yes, a team can come, win away, and go home with their limbs and their bodies intact. And the referee also will go back home safe.
Definitely.
That's a good one for the NPFL. Kudos, much more of that. And then let's go, of course, to the English Premier League. It's hotting up. We're getting past the festive season, which is where we said that if Liverpool were going to give way, that this is the point. Now, they are going up against Manchester United this weekend, of course. And it looks like there is nothing that is going to stop that streamline. Now, Manchester United is the only team that has picked points off Liverpool. Do you think that they can do that again, that they can take points off Liverpool, either by winning or by a draw?
Manchester United will be facing a Liverpool side that is high on confidence, ultra high.
Well, that confidence has spread across the whole team, that whoever is out there representing him. I mean, look at against Tottenham. We know that later on in the match, the second half, they let off some, they took their pedal off.
And that's part of the confidence. They got bullish at some point in time, I mean, throwing off chances away and all that. It tells you what this Liverpool team is capable of doing.
Top 6.
I am one of those.
Top 4.
When he was appointed, I had my reservations, and some of my colleagues could attest to that. I felt that was not a job he should have gone for. As much as there are enough quality in the Tottenham side. They can't match what is available in the league at this point in time. And it's showing. Harry Kane is out injured. The old system looks like it's down. But let's see what they can do in the transfer market. I think they're eyeing some quality players. I mean, there are talks of Christoph Piatek coming on loan. That's a very good striker.
But then he has not been on form. I mean, we've seen the turn of this year. By last season, by the time he moved from Genoa to Milan, Piatek was the man. Over 18 goals or so, if I can remember clearly. But then it doesn't seem, of course, he scored against Spal just in the Coppa Italia. But we've not seen the Piatek of last season. The one that moved from Genoa to Milan.
The truth of the matter is that with every managerial coach changes, the confidence of a player can either go up or come down.
You're right.
I mean, Stefano Pioli has not really, looked like a man. But I think playing alongside a top striker like Zlatan Ibrahimovic is giving him that confidence now. And I think Tottenham can just capitalize on that. AC Milan will let him go.
Okay, so let's look at other fixtures just very fast. Newcastle will be up against Chelsea. You know, Chelsea, they are inconsistent.
Very tricky game.
You know, very tricky game. What do you think about
that?
But
I think Chelsea are very solid away from home. Most of their troubles have been at the Stamford Bridge. This is a game at the St. James's Park. I think they will get a result.
They'll get a result. Okay. And then we'll also have Arsenal. Arsenal will be up against Sheffield United, who are about the second best away team. They are very good when it comes to away matches. Arsenal,
if Arteta wants to prove that he is the man for this job, he should get this game.
Without an Aubameyang, by the way.
We've got a Lacazette, you've got a Nicolas Pepe, you've got some quality up front. So I think if Arteta is really proven to be a managerial genius that Arsenal thought he is, then he should prove it in this game.
Wonderful. Manchester City will be up against Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, by the way, is not a team that you should take lightly. They beat Manchester City last season. It was a 3-2. I can still remember and all of that. Do you think Crystal Palace? Do you see any shock happening in that game?
I think Manchester City team just enjoy playing football now. I mean, the last time they played, the 6-1 win they got at the last time was a testament to the fact that now they have Sergio Aguero back. That's another momentum for the team. And I think they would continue the chase, knowing that at some point in time, Liverpool would lose steam or get carried away. The game against Tottenham showed us that Liverpool, in the next few weeks, may begin to take their foot off the gas, especially when the Champions League resumes. They may want to take their foot off the gas from the league, and that may just be where Manchester City can just play catch-up. I mean, win 2 games on the bounce, and so I think Manchester City will still go all out against Crystal Palace.
Thank you very much. It's always great having your incisive analysis, Emmanuel. Looking forward to having you next time. All right, that's it. We'll look forward to the games, and then, of course, on Monday, we'll get to see the scores of the game. So take this break now. We still have more coming on the show.
Right here on Wake Up Nigeria. Chef Uncle V
is still in
charge. And we're about to start frying.
Yeah.
Talking about frying, we're talking about the coconut-covered chicken. What do you call it again?
Crispy coconut chicken.
Crispy coconut chicken. You know, we are used to crispy chicken with regular stuff. This one is special. And the ingredients are currently on your screen for the crispy coconut chicken strips with chickpea salad. Salt, onions, cucumber, cornstarch, diced tomatoes, canned chickpea. We have boneless chicken breast, eggs, olive oil, lemon juice, black pepper, vegetable oil for frying, sweetened coconut flakes as well. Really interesting ingredients we're making use of for today's menu. Talking about crispy coconut chicken strips with chickpea salad.
Yeah.
So while we're frying, we're also going to be making the chickpea salad, right? So let's start with the frying. So the oil is super hot now.
So we just
one by one.
Try not to get them to touch each other.
Close to each other. Yeah. Okay. Note what you see on it are the coconuts. So in case you missed it, the coconut flakes was what we put as the last layer. So marinated chicken, right?
Yeah, marinated
Run me through it.
Okay, so basically what we did was we had our marinated chicken with a few spices, and then we had our corn flour. We added a bit of spices as well to coat it. So we coated the chicken with the corn flour, did it in the egg, and then on the coconut flakes.
Aha.
Now, people might be wondering...
Because of space, I think we should stop there. Yeah, because of space. Since you said, is there enough space to accommodate?
This is okay. So people might be wondering how we got our coconut flakes. If it's store-bought or if it was homemade.
This was homemade. I'm very sure of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
To do this, all you have to do is get a grater, get your coconut, remove the hard shell, and then grate it. And then if you want it sweetened, you just sprinkle sugar on it and then put it in your oven.
That's all?
Yeah.
That's all?
That's all.
Easy peasy. Instead of going to buy coconut flakes.
Yeah. I actually tried that yesterday. I saw one small one for like 900. I'm like, what if I'm trying to make a budget meal? You can get coconut for like 150.
How much coconut will make?
Well, 150, 200.
For this one?
Yeah.
And then we'll buy the packaged ones for 900.
Yeah, so...
Wow. So you just learned how to make your own coconut flakes. Fantastic. Okay, so let's move on.
Let's move on.
Making the chickpea salad.
So we have our canned chickpea already cooked.
Okay.
So all we have to do is we'll add our tomatoes.
Okay.
Add it in there.
Nice, cool.
Now this is de-seeded tomatoes. There's no seed.
Okay. Yeah. So you first take out the seed before cutting. That's as soon as you cut it out into halves, right?
Yeah. We have our onions.
Okay. This is for the basic salad. Easy to make.
Then our cucumbers.
Yeah. So everything cubed.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Look at how nice that's looking.
Oh boy.
So all you have to
the
do
beauty
is,
of colors.
Yeah.
This is lovely. This is lovely. Wow. Okay, something is begging our attention.
Yeah. So this will cook for each per side for like say 2 minutes. Yeah, then you then you flip it.
Ooh!
See how crunchy it looks.
Yeah. Boy, we can't wait to dig into this. It looks really yummy. I feel like you should have a dip as well, like pepper.
Yeah, you can use a dip. You can use
a dip if you want.
Yeah, if you want. Yeah.
Because this looks like proper finger food. If you're looking for something different to do for your guests this weekend, or at home, maybe at an event, something to try. And it's super easy too.
Very easy. Very easy.
With basic ingredients. The moment you have your chicken, you have your coconut flakes as of we taught you to make at home. And of course, eggs and corn flour.
Yeah.
It's ready.
Yeah,
so as is fast. No stirring. Okay, so does this mean the chickpea salad is ready?
Yeah, it's ready. You just sprinkle a bit of your lemon juice and then it's ready to have. Yeah.
So what takes up time is just the prep.
Yeah, just the prep.
Just cutting up, yeah. But after that, it doesn't really take so long to get it ready. Okay, so there we go. Our salad is ready. See the strips with salad. Tell me you're not having a fantastic breakfast, really. Wow. Okay.
So once this is ready, all you have to do is take it off.
Is that ready?
This is ready. This is ready. So see how it is.
Yeah. So that's what it will look like.
Drop it on a paper towel to absorb the oil.
Oh boy. Yeah. This should be packaged. Like, I'm already thinking of the business I can do with this, you know.
Of course.
Nice. Okay, but is it okay to just add even when you're just taking one, or you wait for everything to be out before you add?
Well, it depends on the person cooking. If you can remember the one you just added.
Well, that's another problem.
You don't go and bring out half-done chicken.
True. You have a point there.
Okay, why this is going on? So try not to forget this one.
At least one of us will remember which one is last. Okay. I think I can take one more before.
Yeah.
Those ones are sticking together.
No, they're not.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I think they're almost all ready to come out. Now, there are other things I can have this with, right?
Yeah.
Like I can also fry this egg if I'm the type that doesn't like wasted food, right?
Yeah, you can fry it.
You can fry it also as a side. So there are different things you can do with this. Okay, so we'll continue with our cooking here, finish it up. At the end of the show, of course, you'd see it plated, ready for consumption, and we're pretty sure our guest is going to go, like we already are here, even without tasting it. Okay, so on standby for the performance is Titi, and I know she has Mirage right there with her. Hi, girl.
Yes, I do. Onyeka Emeka Anthony, popularly known as Mirage, is an Afro-pop artist. he also plays lead guitar quite well as well. He says every song produced is influenced by a string of his guitar. Now, you have to tell us, Mirage, what are you performing this morning?
I'll be performing Kilogbe Wole.
Kilogbe Wole. But I just read your name, Emeka Anthony. I'm a little, you know, you're speaking pure Yoruba in your song and you have an Igbo name. Explain.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm from Abia State, so my mom is a Yoruba from Ondo State.
Beautiful.
So was what brought about the Yoruba language and the name Emeka.
So you're bilingual then, you speak 2 languages?
I speak just one language.
Which one?
Which is Yoruba.
Yoruba, okay. One additional language, because you're speaking English now. So you speak 2 languages
Exactly,
technically.
yeah.
So tell us about the song. Talk to us about the song.
What actually brought about the song was, I was in the studio with a few of my friends, so we were freestyling normal. So I just told my producer, the producer that was in the studio with me, that we should just do something. Kilogbe Wole, I freestyled the chorus. Then that was what brought about the song. So we started recording.
All right then. Yeah. Okay, now you look ginger to perform. It's like I'm even the one disturbing you. We have Mirage right here with Kilogbe Wole.
The way you give it to me, oh, Sonita. The way you wine up for me, Mamacita. The way you give it to me, oh, Sonita. The way you wine up for me, Mamacita. Peeping through my window, oh. Fankeles, Rakbata. I come the Jones like I wear mask for face. When I know be like Baja.
It's been a morning of music, movies, great food for all of us.
A typical morning on Wake Up Nigeria, especially if this is your first time. And on Fridays, happy hours come early.
Of course. We're looking forward to spending the next 45 minutes with you as well. My name is Titilayo Onyison.
And mine is Mary Bashua Alimi. Now get online and stream live at tvcentertainment.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect.
And of course, you can send in those comments that we love to see because we love to hear from you every single day. Kindly use our hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC.
Now, if you haven't yet, you should download our app at both Android and iOS stores. Now, this app allows you to watch us from absolutely anywhere in the world.
And we have quite a good reason for you to stay tuned with us and have that app.
There's still one more thing on Friday.
What? It's game day! She reminded me.
What? Is that how you're going to say it this time?
There's still so much to tell them about. Don't worry, game day.
You know,
I have to warm the voice first.
We
have quite a lot to come on the show. Yeah. We still have brand influencer and actor, videographer Cindy Okafor joining us for a chat.
Yeah.
And I believe... Okay, so yeah, so now my voice is warm now. My voice is warm. But before I give you that little tidbit, there is still a fashion showcase that is going to be happening for all the fashion lovers. Some people actually tune in every Friday just for fashion on Wake Up Nigeria.
Latest styles, latest trends and all. Okay, you're going to say something.
It's game day!
Told you she was going to say. Okay, talking about game day. You know, earlier we were talking about New Year resolutions and all. Now, guess what? I don't know how I missed this, but today is actually Ditch New Year Resolutions Day.
Really?
Yeah, like today is the 17th day. People have made these huge promises to themselves. And by now, the look on Mike's face, by now, you have finally realized that you can't fulfill.
So like I see mentioned, who stood up and just said today is Ditch? and then you just, it's for the person, whoever the person is. Today is make 2021 resolution and add to 2020.
You'll never
so I always most of the time when I talk about this, I was like, okay, so which body, which person, who said it, you know?
You never know if it was an official body of people that did it, or someone just decided to tag it and run with it.
Most of these things are actually fun stuff. People just come up with. Like today is also Kid Inventors Day. Today is Cable Cab Day. I'm pretty sure that's one of the things the Lagos State government is working on, trying to make sure the city is more modern. So maybe one of these years we'll be able to talk about
Cable Cab in Lagos.
You know what?
Calm down.
I'm very calm.
Have you been to Mount
I wanted to say,
is it Mount 2 that is here or Mount 12?
Cable cab. So if you go to a resort and you just go cable once, then you come back.
It's actually the electricity I have with that.
The national grid collapsed yesterday.
Yeah, but it came back.
It is not it's between this and that. It collapsed. So it's been.
You know, I was actually close to a fan at that moment, and then all of a sudden the surge increased, and I was scared. And I was like, was it that a transformer blew? Because a minute later everything went off. So for me to now see the whole power grid thing, I'm like, oh, so this is what happened.
So there's something that I've been seeing on social media quite a bit, and it's pictures of kangaroos and a lot of exotic animals that hail from Australia. Australia is a place where you can only get those animals. And
snakes,
a lot of them,
all of them.
But the fires, the wildfires there have just been so alarming. And, you know, it's just about thinking about not just global warming, but your environment, not starting fires anyhow, because, you know, they're unlucky to have had it since August.
You know what? This conversation will continue within ourselves, because I know we have to head straight to the news, and Sarah is on standby.
All right, talking about international scene now, President Muhammadu Buhari has departed Abuja for London to participate in the inaugural UK Africa Investment Summit. The summit, which holds on the 20th of January, is expected to bring together African leaders, international business chief executives, and heads of international organizations to create new partnerships that will deliver more investments to African countries and the United Kingdom. Issues of sustainable finance and infrastructure, trade and investment, future African growth sectors, and clean energy and climate are expected to dominate presentations and discussions during the summit. President Buhari will hold a meeting with the head of the Commonwealth, Prince Charles, in Glasgow, Scotland, and also have bilateral meetings with the UK Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, as well as heads of multilateral organizations. President Buhari is expected back in the country next Thursday. Security matters now. Egypt's ambassador to Nigeria has met with the Chief of Army Staff at the Army headquarters in Abuja to discuss military cooperation. Both countries have long-standing economic and cultural relations, and now cooperation in the fight against terrorism is on the table. Lieutenant General Tukur Buratai notes the leading role Egypt has played in fighting terrorism in the Sahel-Sahara region and the benefits Nigeria can draw from her. An accident has claimed the lives of 9 persons along the Ore-Jabode-Shagamu Road in Ogun State. They were burned alive after the commercial bus they were traveling in caught fire while in motion. The sector commander, Federal Road Safety Corps in Ogun State, Clement Oladele, confirmed the incident. He said the vehicle was carrying 19 persons. Mr. Oladele added that 3 persons sustained varying degrees of injuries, while some others were rescued from the raging inferno. In Lagos State, the government has introduced an initiative in public primary schools tagged EcoExcel. EcoExcel, which stands for Excellence in Child Education and Learning, aims to enhance teachers' effectiveness using enabled technology devices. The Lagos State Universal Basic Education Board is appealing to parents to ensure their children maximize the benefits of the program. And the chairman of the board, Wahab Alawiye King, says this will enhance pupils' learning outcome at the primary school level. Well, there are indications that the increase in the rate of the value-added tax as spelled out in the finance law will lead to a hike in airfares as well as prices of new and used vehicles. A new VAT rate of 7.5% has become effective with the signing of the Finance Act by President Muhammadu Buhari. It was raised by 2.5% from 5% previously charged. Experts and operators in the aviation and automobile sectors say air travelers and buyers of vehicles should be prepared to buy more for airfares and automobiles. Well, the impeachment trial of United States President Donald Trump has officially begun at the Senate. Democrats read the formal charges from the well of the U.S. Senate before swearing in 99 out of 100 senators as jurors. 7 legislators will prosecute the charges led by the representative Adam Schiff of the Intelligence Committee. Now, this is the 3rd impeachment trial in U.S. history, and it comes during an election year in which President Trump is seeking another term. Well, that's the news today on Wake Up Nigeria.
It's time for some fashion, people. We're getting fashionable in the garden with the amazing Jules from LFJ.
Such a pleasure to be here.
Oh, wow. Doesn't she look amazing? I think you should give yourself a twirl first. Give yourself a twirl first. Fantastic, fantastic.
Thank you.
Stand beside me. All right, then. So, Jules, tell us about LFJ very quickly.
So LFJ is a brand that I birthed from my brand Love From Jules, which a lot of people know me for my fashion.
All right.
I just wanted something to make every woman feel empowered, sexy, and still be able to hold her own and bossy at the same time.
Speaking of sexy, we have some models in the building or in the garden. Where's our first model? Okay, now this is slaying. I have to use that.
Okay, so she's got the heart top on, and this is basically, you can wear this with pants, jeans, or whatever. We've paired it with our LFJ tights here.
Okay.
We've got the cut-out shorts, and then obviously it's got the heart cut out, which again, you can put a top inside so it's sheer, so you can play around with it.
Okay.
Then we have a little detail here where we have a love heart just at the back.
Oh, wow.
So it's very easy breezy, allows you to kind of dress it up, and then with the pants as well.
You were particular with these 2 colors. Any reason why?
Well, I feel like black and white are sort of married together. It's almost a thing that you can play around with a lot, and it goes with a lot of looks. And obviously, we have the Japanese hat, which works in the place.
Beautiful. Our next model has something special she's wearing, and you need to explain this
Okay,
piece.
so this is one of my favorite pieces. This is our kimono.
Okay.
And what it is Japanese inspired.
Okay.
It's basically an ink printed Japanese chiffon.
Oh, beautiful.
And it just flows. I love it because of the bird design. I just love it. It's easy. It's very, very playful. And it has this, so she can literally put your arm out. She can literally put her arm here or bring it out through this end, so depending how she feels. And this is easy for you to go out. I mean, drinks, dinners, whatever have you, you can just get it on and go.
I love the pants and the cut in front. What do you call that cut?
That's our LFJ inspired cut. So all our pieces, most of our pieces that have cutouts, that's what you would see on them.
Beautiful. And I love the fact that you've beaded it gently.
Yes, so
it's gentle
not too
beading.
heavy on the eye. So obviously you're still able to play around with it as well.
All right, thank you so much. Our next model, please. I don't know what I'm about to see next.
So
LFJ.
here we have the Sunday hat. So obviously this hat is Sakai, and it allows you to, again, you can wear it to whatever events you've got going on, whether you want to go to a party, something fancy, or church on a Sunday, whatever have you, you can literally turn it up. Then we have this top, which is a 2-piece, but it's all joined in one.
Okay.
It's a shirt dress, off the shoulder.
Let's see the side. Let's see the side.
Sure.
Okay.
So you basically have the same print at the back, and then you've just got this cut out just to play with your mind a little bit. And then it's kind of, the arms are a bit longer, so you can, you know, rouge it up how you want, turn it down, however you prefer, really, and then just go.
So as you can see, there is a lot going on with LFJ. We still have more, but we have to take a quick break and be back after this. Now, if you're just tuning in, you've missed quite a bit in our fashion segment, but we have the amazing Jules from LFJ. She's shown us some amazing pieces, and I know our camera crew will show you a few of them in a bit. They're all spewed out in the garden, but this is our focus right now. Tell us about this piece.
Okay, so here is very sexy right now because we have the pleats pleats always has an accent to your wardrobe. So whether it's something you can play with, you can wear it with pants. So this is a two-piece, and we've paired it with our sheer shirt underneath, which is a wrap top. It's a side slit skirt, and it's easy for you again to play with. You can wear this out to dinner, date night, whatever you want to do. It's very
slightly backless as well.
So that's why it's easy for you to pair it with something that you can play around with a lot. So
beautiful.
This definitely is a hit for me.
I'm loving it.
I love the hat also. Again, this is like my Sunday best with this hat.
This hat is this is a hat right there. And you're saying you make all these headpieces yourself?
Yes, we do. We make all the headpieces ourselves. As I said, our style is very Japanese inspired, so we play around with a lot of headpieces and a lot of interest and contrast.
I love the isometric cut of the hat. Then you put a little flower up there.
Just to make you feel pretty.
All right then. I love it. Little touches, little details. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now we still have quite a bit on the rack here.
Yes, we do.
And I'm looking at these pants first.
So these
what's the fabric first?
So this is very light chiffon.
Okay.
And it's a custom fabric, and we have damask at the top. Now it's a playful fabric, and we've got it basically pretty much cut out on the sides. And it's almost like an Aladdin pant. So that's what I would call them.
Okay. Don't worry, I can put them back. I'm going to hand you another piece that really caught my eye.
So this is my asymmetric dress.
Oh, wow.
And your arm pretty much comes out from this. It's a satin fabric. The color is striking, and this goes with any color of skin tone whatsoever. And it's easy again to play with because you can pull it up on the side.
Oh, so you can make it shorter.
Yeah, so you can make it shorter and leave it like that at the same time.
I love the cuts. So this one caught my eye though. This piece right here. It feels like it has a waistcoat on the front. Am I right?
Yes.
So 3 different types of fabric in here.
So this is a 3-in-1 piece, and I tell you why. You have a shirt right now, and what happens is when you wear it as a shirt and you don't want it as a shirt, you can literally just, if you just hold it, I'll show you a little trick.
Oh, so you can take off the, oh goodness, easy. So they're press buttons, essentially.
Yeah, so we have press buttons that you basically just deconstruct the shirt into a blazer.
Oh.
And then you can put the blazer off and then deconstruct it back to a shirt.
Beautiful. So at one point it's like this.
So you can basically take it off and it becomes a totally different look.
And this is completely sheer in front, by the way.
Yeah.
For those that can't see it, completely sheer. I have so many plans for your pieces right now. But the last piece, this one. I don't even know what to make of this. I can't make heads or tails of it.
So this is, again, we just saw this in the purple just previously now. So this is another look in the red.
Okay.
So it's exactly the same look in the purple.
All right.
And this is a secondary version to the kimono that you just viewed. So this is our other color in another piece. And again, this is inked, custom inked for LFJ.
I think you've put an amazing effort into all your pieces. I feel like they're all uniquely you. And they're very feminine, and you've found a way to connect with fabrics that no other designer so far on the show has done.
Wow,
I think it's amazing that you can come and show us these pieces.
Thank
Our models look great. Do you feel great?
They do.
Do you feel great? Yeah, I have so many questions about how you put these things together, and hopefully we'll have time to chat later on.
Excellent.
So on Instagram you are?
Love from Jules.
Love from Jules.
Yes, and the brand is LFJ.
Amazing stuff. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Oh my
God,
I'm getting emotional. Before I start crying, people. Yeah, I have like an in-house joke on tears. But it's all about heading to the studio with our guests right now.
Very interesting fashion pieces out there. I don't know if May was very enthused by a particular one. I don't know if it's something you might want to wear out. Just a normal day, but hey, come on, I'm sure for an event you don't try it out. All right, so we have brand influencer in the house, actor and videographer, former BBN housemate Cindy Okafor. You're welcome. It's great to have you.
Thank you so much.
I love what you're wearing, by the way. Seems you're a very fashionable person.
Oh, I try.
You try.
Yes.
Okay. Prior to the house, did the pressure of being a former housemate, how did it affect your fashion sense?
Prior to the house.
Yeah, after the house.
After the house.
How did it affect your fashion sense?
you know, now everyone is looking at you. There's like high expectations, and well, it's really good because you have all these designers and these stylists that want to work with you.
Okay.
You know, to help my fashion, because obviously I don't think I know what I'm doing. But
you can't say so. You can't say so.
Okay, I'm just kidding. But yeah, you have these stylists that I want to work with you, and just that's because of the platform being Big Brother, you know. And it's a good feeling working with different stylists and, you know, just testing out what really looks good on you, trying out new stuff. Yeah.
Right now, before Big Brother House, you were doing your own thing in entertainment as a videographer, putting out videos out there, and it wasn't so easy getting out there. But then after Big Brother, definitely with the fame that has come with it, how would you say your videography career is going now?
It's going well, and but like I said, there's always high expectations. So I'm actually I'm doing my thing, doing my skits, trying to make people laugh as always. But I would really love to opt it up a little bit and go into movies.
Into movies?
Yes.
That's a very competitive terrain.
Exactly. I know. But I know I can pull it off. I just need maybe a little bit more training.
A bit more training.
Exactly, to put finishing touches.
What do you hate the most about being a celebrity?
The fact that people think they know you, but they know nothing about you, and you just have these enemies or competitors or whatever for nothing, and you don't even know them. It's crazy.
You know, when people sit, you were in the house for 2 months, like you said earlier. When people sit and they've seen you, in fact, there's that feeling that, no, hey, come on, we know you even probably more than we've seen you. So
exactly.
So being in a reality show such as that, can someone stay up to 2 months or that much without showing his or her real character?
Yeah, you will, but I don't think 2 months is enough time for someone to say they know me, because obviously it's everything will not be shown at once.
Okay, very true.
You know, so yeah, so within maybe let's say I don't know. Within that 2 months, it's not like the camera was just on me,
true.
You know,
steady.
and you're looking exactly. So I don't think those few minutes of airtime is enough for someone to say they know me.
Something I read about you, it said that you can tell somebody's telling a lie. Is that true?
Yes, exactly.
How did you? What kind of? Is that Italian? What happened? How did you develop that kind of?
It's a special skill. I don't know.
How did you? So you can tell that I'm lying. If I lie now.
You're not lying.
No, if I lie, can you tell I'm lying?
I can try if I know you to some extent.
If you know me to some extent?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try something now. Should we try something?
Okay.
Okay. I'm wearing a black singlet.
No, you're not.
Okay. Who told you I'm not?
I don't know.
You feel I'm not?
Yes. I just feel like.
Okay, she's actually right. I'm not wearing a black singlet.
Ooh.
Okay. There's nothing inside this cup. It's not like you're seeing it already, sir. You're seeing it. You're seeing it. You're seeing it. You're seeing it.
This one is, and I wasn't staring at you when you said it.
Do you have to look at somebody? What are the indices? What do you look at to know if somebody is lying? Or what do you look out for?
I don't know. There's just something about if someone tells a lie that is like insincere, or like they just want you to believe. They're trying to be so convincing.
Some experienced liars. So if they lie for you here like this, you even doubt your own self.
That's true. That's true. But if I know you to some extent, I can be able to.
You can do that.
Yes, I can try. Yeah.
What else do you do for leisure? How do you spend your time? How do you have fun?
I love to watch movies. Yeah.
What kind of movies? Nollywood, Hollywood, general
Hollywood.
series?
No, Hollywood definitely.
Okay.
But let me just say any interesting movie.
Okay. Exactly. So apart from movies, how else? What else do you do for leisure?
Just probably just chill with my phone. Yeah, online.
You're not so
gisting with someone. No, not really.
But those are kind of the expectations that are put on you for being, you had to do press rounds, you had to go out after being a Big Brother and all of that. How do you feel about all of that?
Yeah, but before the house, prior to the house, I'm not really that type of person that would.
But you were doing skits, so at least there's some level of outgoing.
Yeah, but not like the clubbing type, like every day, like, balling. No, I don't really do that, except I have something, like I'm going out for a reason. Like, I would do it if it's called for, but it's not really what I would do if I had to pick, like, maybe you don't have anything to do, your spare time, so have fun. I'd rather be on my phone, or I'd rather just gist with someone. After the house,
Which relationships have you formed that have made or that continue out of the house? Are you still in contact with, some of the housemates in there? Are you? Is there still is there any kind of bond there, or was it just the house and we just move away?
The thing about my set is that I think we understand each other better. The closeness and the friendship is great. We are all always like chatting and talking.
I had some sets, they have even a WhatsApp group or something. People have a WhatsApp group?
Exactly.
You have a WhatsApp group?
Yeah. So
what do we discuss in the WhatsApp group?
We're always gisting, there's something happening. There's always something
gossiping.
Happening. Exactly. Gossiping.
Okay.
And doing that thing. So there's always something to talk about. So we're like friends, and people offer opportunities to others. It's like we're more connected like that, and it's really
Who are the ones that you have the strongest bonds with?
Surprisingly, Thelma. And even Diane, Elo, I don't know, I can name all of them. Kafi, Venita, definitely Venita, yeah.
Okay, all right, so moving forward with all that has happened, and I know you have plans for film school and all of that, in the next 5 years, next 10 years, how far do you think the brand Cindy Okafor will go?
Ooh, well, I would have been one of the best videographers in Africa. Bam.
That's it. If you were not going to do anything involved with cinematography or videos and all that, what else would you be doing?
What else would I be doing? I'll be in... does real estate count? Real estate?
Real estate?
Yeah.
Ah, that's serious. That's nice.
Because I was doing it also prior to the house, like renting of small places and all of that in my area. So hopefully I can now start, really big. So if I'm not really doing that, I'll do that one, because it's also something that is easier to do.
All right,
and I love to do.
Okay, thank you very much. It was good having you. All right, we're still here on the show. It's still with Nigeria, and then we'll take a break now. I wouldn't say it how Titi does say it, but hey, come on, when we get back, it's our games, and we'll round up.
Welcome back. Now it is game day. On Fridays, we have a game that might interest you at home. You might want to take down some notes. You might want to play it with your family later on. This is one of the more educational ones. Cindy is going to be joining us for this game. Give yourself some heel now. Okay. Cindy. Exactly. Mike will also be joining us for this game.
We're doing it. We're doing it.
All right, so this is where we know how good your geography is. Guess the flag.
Depends on the kind of flag you're showing now.
But I just cued the...
No, some flags are very, some flags. It depends on, is it national flag or association flag?
Wow.
Let's clarify.
International countries, African, from other continents, countries around the world.
So it's like Red Cross, nothing like that.
Okay, so let's start with our guests.
Rules? How do we play?
It's very simple. It's very simple. A flag will pop up on your screen, and you are given 10 seconds to guess the country that flag belongs to. Very simple.
Options.
10 seconds.
Okay.
And we'll see how international we actually are.
Okay.
Okay, let's have our first flag. Where is this flag from? You have 10 seconds. Cindy?
Oh my God.
Is it Zambia? Is it Congo? Is it Mexico? Or is it Italy?
Mexico.
Mexico.
Is that correct?
Is she correct? Yes, you are.
Oh my God.
Yes. Yes, your smile is full.
Oh my God.
Yes, very simple, very easy. You're given the opportunity
That's a good start.
Pick. Yeah, good start. So it's Mike's turn.
Yep.
It's Mike's turn. Now, what's our next flag? Ah,
G, Canada.
Canada, of course. This was an easy one, very easy one. So it's 1-1, 1-1. All right. So what's our next flag? Cindy, which flag is this? Is it Gabon? Is it India? Is it Cuba? Is it Sudan?
Cuba. Cuba.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think.
And the answer is, it should show on the screen if you catch it, Sudan.
Oh my God.
Yes, it is Sudan.
But you know that thing can cause. There's North Sudan, there's South Sudan now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
The flag of Sudan. Calm down.
there's North Sudan, there's South Sudan.
Serious. Okay, so hopefully people at home are learning a thing or two as well. Mike's
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Is
Go on flag.
so which flag is this? Is it Kenya? Is it Ireland? Is it Singapore? Or is it Mali?
Mali.
All right. Mike says Mali. Is he correct? All right. And it is Mali. So it is 2-1 right now. Cindy, don't worry. We can always make it up along the way. There's still many opportunities. Our next flag is this one. Is it Somalia? Is it Romania? Is it Singapore? Or is it Chad? 3, 2,
Romania.
1.
She did well.
All right, so you did not get that one right, I'm afraid. That is the flag of Chad. Better luck next time. Better luck next time.
It's actually very close to Romania.
Very close.
I'd have said Romania.
Really?
Actually, I think it's about the placement, but it's almost the same colors.
So the Romanian flag has a different placement, but
different
it's the same
placements,
colors.
but the same colors.
Exactly.
Different placements, same colors.
So that's why it's a little bit confusing. All right. It's still 2-1 then, right? Mike, this is your chance to make it a hat trick, right? Which flag is this? Sweden, Guinea, Ukraine, or Uganda?
Nah, it should be Guinea.
3,
Guinea.
2, 1. This is the flag of Guinea. Mike,
I'm really good at this now. This is not fair.
Today. What's going on?
It's not a fair ground.
It's all this
1 point today.
Food.
When last did anybody beat me at any game?
Really?
Oh my
Don't worry,
God.
I'm the one planning.
Point is my name.
We'll make
Point
it
is
happen.
my second name.
Cindy.
Can we play shades of lipstick?
No. I like that.
You play with Mary or this thing. I'll be here.
Don't worry. I have a feeling the next one is going to be sweet.
I'll just yarn you.
What?
I'm not like,
really?
I'm not that. I'm just talking.
Okay. Let's go. What's the next flag? Cindy.
This one, there's house in this flag there.
Is it Ghana? Is it Cambodia? Is it Peru? Is it
Cambodia.
Brazil? Cambodia? Is it Cambodia?
Yeah,
you sure?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
That is the flag of Cambodia. Okay.
You must have drawn people inside the house.
What's the house?
3, 2. You can still level up.
Yes,
Level
I'm
up.
feeling better.
Level up. All right. Mike's next flag. Let's see if we can catch him out this time. Which flag is this? Is it the flag of Qatar? Is it the flag of Zambia? Is it Rwanda or Senegal?
That should be Zambia.
Are you sure? You sure?
Zambia.
Correct, Mike. No, Mike is actually very good at this.
You're really good at this.
He is, but someone is getting an education.
That's true.
All right, then. So we still have more. What's our next flag, Cindy? All right, so is this the flag for Iceland? Is it for Mexico? Is it for Belgium or Argentina?
Iceland.
And you are correct. Woo! Okay, so you are leveling up gradually, but Mike just has one step in front of you. Are you sure we shouldn't find one to trip him up and take him back a little?
It depends on the flag you bring.
All right, what's our next flag? Oh, okay. This
even at the whole crowd behind he's helping hard. Okay, let me just get this one wrong.
Yes, get it. No, get it.
Jamaica.
This is the flag of Jamaica. For everyone at home who doesn't know,
Jamaica.
that is the Jamaican flag. Very popular flag because they're always wearing those colors anyway.
Everybody wears their colors.
Like, exactly. Yeah, everyone loves those colors. Okay, so it is officially, is that 4 or 5? I wasn't counting.
Are you pricing?
4, 3. 4, 3.
Are you pricing it?
Okay, so that's your next flag. It's counting down already. What flag is that? That
Vietnam.
Okay. Oh, sadly. You're incorrect. It's the flag of Niger.
Just add I.
Yes, Niger. Cindy, you can still do this. Let's go. There's 2 more. There's 2 more. There's time. There's time.
Oh my God, he's too good.
No. Honestly, it's the next one. Which flag is this? Is it the flag of Mali, Russia, Angola, or Niger? Okay, well, we all know it's not Niger. We just had Niger earlier.
That's Angola.
Angola?
Yep. The crown quill and the machete.
Angolan flag.
Actually, I can even give the history of how this flag came about.
Okay, tell us.
So it was like the country was formed, the Workers' Revolt.
Okay.
So that's why you have the crown quill and the machete.
Amazing. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I just knew that was.
Okay.
And with that, we have to wrap up today's game.
So what happened? No, see what happened there. So normally we were supposed to give you food, but you said it's the winner of the game that has to eat the food.
Oh my God.
So you're not going to eat.
We will revolt.
Yes, please.
Yes, Mike will
not
not
going to
touch
eat the
that
food today, Cindy.
But that is Guess the Flag. Thank you so much for playing and joining us at home. Final score, Mike with 5 and our darling guest Cindy with 3.
That's good now, 60%. That's great, Cindy.
You did a great job.
Not that horrible.
Amazing stuff.
All right, so let's.
Yes, we need to head over to the kitchen now and go and have a bite. Thank you so much for joining us, Cindy. You look amazing, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Okay.
Welcome.
Yeah. Welcome to our kitchen.
To the kitchen. All right, Cindy. Today's chef is Chef V. We call him Chef Uncle V.
Oh, nice to meet you.
And he's prepared this deliciousness.
Oh, boy.
He's going to tell us all about it right away.
So what we have here is crispy chicken coconut strips and chickpea salad.
Wow.
Salad. So what you have here is you use the chicken breast. We dipped it in a bit of cornstarch, and then put it in eggs, and then on the coconut flakes.
Rolled it in coconut.
Yeah, and then we fried it. Yeah. So
this thing is looking like.
It is. So when you were making it, the aroma was very nice.
Very nice, like when I walked in.
And I love chickpeas.
So this is coconut, eh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Chickpeas,
This guy.
amazing.
You should try the chicken.
So this is for chickpea, right?
Yeah, that's
that's
chickpea.
What's the dressing?
Oh, just lemon.
Okay, that's
Lemon juice, yeah.
All
Let me
right.
try
So the chickpeas?
Yeah.
All right.
Wow, this is nice.
Okay, so what do you think?
The coconut.
Chicken?
Yeah.
Let me try the chicken. It's really nice. And crunchy.
And crunchy.
Wow.
I love the crunchy part.
It is.
All right, so I know that chickpeas are very healthy.
Yeah.
You know, a very good source of protein. And hey, Chef V has done it again.
Thank you so much for
You
breakfast.
guys packaging
Yeah, it's very healthy.
I'm sorry, package something. This guy.
All right, we must say a very big thank you to Homely NG for the kitchen accessories. Thank you so much.
And as usual, we'll be back here bright and early from 6 a.m. on Monday morning. Make sure you have a great weekend, everybody.
Yes, so enjoy the weekend. Bye.